Welcome to Austin-Tindall Sports Complex in Kissimmee, Florida for day 2 of action here in our long week of championship play as we return to action here with a noon kickoff of NCCAA Division I women's action. The first of a 4-game slate for us today on this Tuesday, as we have got 12, 2:35, and 7:30 kickoffs all up and down the Division I, Division II men's and women's action. So let's get it underway. We are coming to you live from Field 4 today. I was on Field 3 yesterday. We had action on Field 5 as well. Today, we've swapped to Fields 1 and Field 4. Field 1 over on the other side of the clubhouse is underway as well, as we have the 3rd seed Campbellsville and the 7th seed Carolina doing battle. Here on Field 4, we're going to bring you the 2 seed Dallas Baptist and the 5 seed Bob Jones. That is an exciting matchup of the Patriots and the Bruins, so let's get it ready for you as we give you yesterday's results and then set it up for you today. So these two teams had opposite results in very different fashion. The 5 seed Bob Jones fell in a close battle with the 3rd seed Campbellsville 2-1. Bob Jones actually controlled the first 20 minutes or so of that game, and then a wholesale substitution for Campbellsville turned things around, and Campbellsville went on to win that game 2-1, made it very difficult for Bob Jones throughout the rest of the game. However, the 2 seed Dallas Baptist won in convincing fashion against the 7 seed Carolina in a 15-0 result. Now remember, as far as pool play is concerned, that goes down as a 4-0 result as far as goal differential is concerned. So, goal differential still in play here, but that is only with concern to who wins the pools, because the winner of Pool A and Pool B will meet in the championship game. Now, an interesting storyline here between these two teams as well. Think about this. If the 3 seed Campbellsville does defeat the 7 seed Carolina on the other field here in this noon kickoff, which we expect given yesterday's results, and the 2 seed Dallas Baptist does manage to win here and hold serve, that would set up what is essentially a de facto semifinal game in Pool B on Thursday between the 2 and the 3 seed to win Pool B. So that is a storyline here, but Bob Jones looking for the upset as well. If they're able to snatch that, then it could come down to not just Thursday's results, but goal differential as well to win Pool B. So that's what we're looking for here in the noon kicks, and we are excited to get things underway. Let's give you the starting lineups. First for the lowest seeded 5 seed Bob Jones, the Bruins, who are coached by Dr. Chris Carmichael. As we give you the starting lineups, it's the same as yesterday's action when they fell 2-1, as they will be playing 3 at the back with 2 wingbacks who do a lot of running. That's number 4, Brinkley Adams, and number 7, Abby Herr. You'll also see a number of substitutes come in throughout the lineup as well. Number 10, Mia Marks, scored the goal for Bob Jones yesterday. That was the opening goal of that game, which they eventually lost 2-1. So there is your starting lineup. Those trio of sophomore midfielders, Kaylee Stevenson, Hannah Johnston, and Jenna Bishop, all very experienced. For the 2 seed Dallas Baptist, the Patriots, here is the starting lineup. Also 3 at the back for the Patriots. Summerlin Heller, Blythe Obar, and Gabby Heller pitching a shutout alongside goalkeeper Haley Brown in yesterday's game. We are underway here on Field 4. Dallas Baptist in the red and Bob Jones in the blue. Expect to see a lot of Dallas Baptist possession in this game, given how they progressed yesterday and how Bob Jones was looking to play on the counter in yesterday's game. Here's an early opportunity for the Bruins, one-on-one. That's Brinkley Adams. Adams gets around a defender, chance to shoot here, and a weak shot saved by Haley Brown. So the opening opportunity in the opening seconds falls to Bob Jones. Brinkley Adams, she got around Blythe Obar very, very well, skipped to the right with her right foot, got the shot off, but it was not powerful enough to get past Haley Brown. Brown had very little to do yesterday against Carolina. In fact, the broadcaster on that field for that game, Kyle Rush, told me that he calculated a total of 4 touches all game for goalkeeper Haley Brown. So she expects to have a lot more to do here in this ball game. Already 1 save on the record. Gabby Heller winning the throw for Dallas Baptist. Both teams play a 3 at the back. The Dallas Baptist formation, a much more attacking one. The wingers have far more attacking duties than a traditional wingback. So you'll see the defensive midfielders in Marette Awe and Melissa Jones both track back to fill some spaces along that 3 at the back line. Typically, a 3 center back formation ends up as 5 defenders when the team is defending. Usually it's the wingbacks who track back to create a 5 at the back line, but in this case it's likely to be those defensive midfielders in Awe and Jones who will fill the spaces and create 5 defenders along that back line. We'll have to see how Dallas Baptist defends in the half court. As of now, they have an attacking chance here. The ball just too far for Ashley Merrill. Out of play for a goal kick. That is a very popular formation in the modern game, though. You see it all the way up to the men's professional ranks as well. Up in the Premier League, you see a team like Manchester City has popularized the 3 at the back system. The England national team used it in the last World Cup as well. You see players traditionally with outside back roles like a Kyle Walker, who plays for both Manchester City and the English national team. You see them converted into a 3 at the back center back. It's a very versatile role. And that is the name of the game in the modern game here in the collegiate ranks all the way up to the professional leagues. That is versatility. Players have to be able to do multiple jobs as the positions continue to evolve. And the center back role is at the forefront of that. Here's a corner for Dallas Baptist. High into the air, chance for a header. It falls clear. Weak shot is clipped out for another corner. That was Ashley Merrill who got her left foot to it at the far post, and she wins Dallas Baptist another set-piece chance.
Delaney, you switch with Martin.
We have the advantage now of being on the same side as the sidelines, hearing the coach's instructions, seeing some of the substitutions. You'll hear that in the field mic as we are directly next to the Dallas Baptist sideline here. So you may see or may hear some instructions from there. Head coach Michelle Leonard. Goal kick here for Bob Jones. Goalie Angelina Martin played quite well in the opening game against Campbellsville. Bob Jones has really missed the loss of their starting center back pair in Kristen Rigg and Jennifer Townsend. That has sparked the change to the 3 at the back system. Both of them highly decorated players, especially Townsend, who was a 2-time All-American and is now the career minutes leader at Bob Jones. Bob Jones timing the move from D2 to D1 with the loss of those 2 key players always makes things difficult. Brinkley Adams here has been very active in creating some turnovers. Nearly stole it there for Bob Jones. Chance for Dallas Baptist. Tight angle shot from Jenna Patterson on that left wing. Goes begging. Patriots controlling possession in the opening few minutes, as we expected. Doesn't mean much. We saw even in the men's game yesterday between Grace and Central, Grace controlled much of that game possessionally, even upwards of 70-75%, but hardly created anything in front of net, as the Central defense played exceptionally well, overwhelmed the midfield, and really cut out passing lanes. Bob Jones will be looking to do the same thing here. Although for Dallas Baptist, you'll see them build forward through the middle a lot more than they will out wide, as this formation is concentrated in the midfield, looking to overwhelm the Bruins in the middle of the field and use a numerical advantage there to then filter out wide in the final third. for those tight angle shots. This is a team that will shoot from anywhere, as we saw in the opening game where they produced a whopping 15 goals. Deep set piece chance, excellent delivery, and the header just off target by Delaney Schmidt. Schmidt rose high in the air for that one. Bob Jones looking to get out of its own half. A very difficult task against this Patriots side.
Big, Gabby, big. Mine is back there. Abby! Find the space!
Wingbacks for Bob Jones pushing incredibly high. You see the two deepest players in attack right now, as you see there pressing, are Brinkley Adams and Abby Herr. They are the wingbacks. Everybody else pushed back into the middle. Gabriela Gonzalez, this traditional striker, here she is on the ball. She pushed up from a very central position. She continues to hold possession here excellently past three defenders, and then tracks back and holds on for Bob Jones. The pass wayward, though, as it clips off a teammate in Adams. Bob Jones holding on. Stolen away, though. Opportunity on the break for the Bruins. Schmidt stole it. Here's a chance for Patterson. Patriots just over the top of the crossbar. The ball remains in play. That was an odd one. Looked like it clipped off the top of the crossbar and somehow remained in play. Tipped to the far post. Nice chip. Stays with the Patriots. Having to track back. Solid defending packed in by Bob Jones. Those wingbacks essentially playing upwards as strikers at the moment for the Bruins, trying to provide some type of outlet.
Go, Gabby, go! Slide and stay. Let's play out of it.
Corner opportunity here, as it looked like the ball just went out on the end line side of the corner flag.
Be patient on the runs! Patient!
Here comes the delivery. Out to the penalty spot, and the header directly at the goalkeeper, Angelina Martin. The NCCAA network is powered by SCORE International. SCORE specializes in short-term mission trips. Pair your passion with the opportunity to share the gospel both internationally and domestically by joining SCORE on a short-term mission trip. Visit scoreintl.org/NCCAA to find out more. Stolen away here by Bob Jones. These are the type of opportunities that they're going to need to take advantage of. Snatched away by Hannah Johnston. And then the pass just a little bit too high for Abby Herr.
Up together! Up! Please throw the ball, Gabby. We got to keep the three of you getting a little too spread out.
Bruins trying to maintain possession. Filtered out wide and too wide. And there's the opening goal. Excellent delivery. Headed in. Wonderful delivery into the middle, as we've seen a couple times by Jenna Patterson, and Ashley Merrill was there to poke it in. Patterson has been a force down that left.
Can you get there, force inside?
And Dallas Baptist has the opening goal, just like they did yesterday. An early strike to get things going. And now Bob Jones has to open things up. Dominating couple of minutes here from Dallas Baptist to open things up. Still 34 minutes and about to go here in the first half. Red jerseys swarming this attacking half. Very well-drilled team. That left side of the attack looks like it has produced most of the danger so far. Check back here, Summerlin Heller. Heller up the left side. Has found a teammate. That's Abby Olmos. Looks like another corner chance here, or a deep throw. We'll see which one was called. It is a corner. Casey Parks to take. Will be a right-footed in-swinger from that far side. Corner delivered in. Tipped over by Martin. Excellent stop, as that may have been destined directly for the back of the net. We'll see what side they end up delivering this corner from. Looks like it will come from the opposite end. Long run for Casey Parks from one corner to the next. The deliveries have been very high quality so far. This right-footed one will go swing out. This one a little more of a line drive to the near post. Tipped. Headed back to Parks now. That's a great header to reset the corner chance from a little bit closer. Another delivery spilled by Martin, and now she grabbed. No, she doesn't have it yet. Cleared off the line. Wonderful job by Bob Jones to scramble to keep that at just 1-0. And somehow the Patriots unable to poke it into the back of the net. Martin had the initial ball and spilled it once she reached the ground. Here's Awe. Out for a goal kick. Big opportunity there for Dallas Baptist to double the lead. Certainly won't be the last.
Go, D, straight on. Try to get there, deny the forward pass. Go. Yes. Abby, we need to get you and Ashley combining up the middle. Go, drive.
Through the legs of a Bruin player and driving forward is Olmos. Olmos has a defender or a teammate up the left. Chance stopped by Martin. Scramble to get back into her area, and it's cleared away. Bob Jones with excellent last-ditch defending. Another opportunity here as Schmidt is now in the penalty area, but it's cleared away. And now Bob Jones has it. Another counterattack chance for Brinkley Adams. Adams defended well, and here's a foul. Adams called for the foul. Little bit of frustration there. Blythe Obar with some solid defending to get the ball back from Brinkley Adams.
Relax. Hey. Get in there, Monty. Get ahead of the ball. You can get it right in the middle right now. Get it right now. Look at Monty. She's wide open in the middle of the field. Monty!
Deep chance. And that was always rising high and going over the bar. Swarming first quarter of this game from Dallas Baptist. Still 28.5 to go in the first half. Kyle Bond with you here on Field 4 at Austin-Tindall Sports Complex in Kissimmee, Florida. The Division I NCCAA Women's National Championships Pool B play between the 5-seed Bob Jones and the 2-seed Dallas Baptist.
Go, Gabby, go!
Baptist with a 1-0 lead. Bob Jones really, really working hard to keep it at that. They have had very little up front. No surprise against a smothering Dallas Baptist attack. Here's another turnover. Here's Parks. Parks gets around a defender, finds a teammate on the right side. That was Schmidt. There's almost giving chase. Parks defending now as Bob Jones gets out and is able to win it back. Another deep chance. Patriots coaching staff not happy with some of those long distance shots, as they know they can work some chances closer to the net. But that benefits Bob Jones, as now Martin will have another goal kick chance. As a goalkeeper, it can feel a little bit winless, knowing that if you play it short, it could result in a quick turnover, but if you play it deep, those headed opportunities sometimes don't materialize right away. Another chance for Dallas Baptist. Schmidt stolen away. Excellent defensive job at the back by Bob Jones, Jenna Bishop. Bishop, a natural midfielder, but has been forced into defensive duties thanks to some lack of natural center backs on this squad. And again, that tracks back to the loss of Rigg and Townsend that we discussed earlier. Here's a shot! Goal number 2! Excellent right-footed effort from Delaney Schmidt, about even with the near post. From the top of the box, found an opening past Angelina Martin, and that's goal number 2. Delaney Schmidt bags it. Schmidt all alone there in the middle, and able to blast it past Martin.
Watch
2-0 to Dallas Baptist, picking up where they left off yesterday. Another turnover. Bob Jones working so hard just to maintain some semblance of possession. Here's a steal, clean one on the ball, and it's given right back. Look at yesterday's performance. A goal here for Schmidt and a goal for Merrill. Schmidt had 2 in yesterday's game, so that gives her 3 on the tournament now. And Merrill also had 2, so she has 3 now in the competition. Referee's happy. Set piece on the far side. There was one earlier from this exact same spot. Wonderful delivery, and Martin does everything she can just to make sure that's turned around for a corner. Angelina Martin has had lots of work to do here early on and has been mostly up to the task. She's had a few of those set pieces that have caught her a little bit forward. Saw a corner nearly end up in the back of the net direct from the kick that she was able to tip over the bar. And then that one just got back in time to get it over. Corner chance, Parks. Delivery to the far post, header is right at Martin. Big, big opportunity for Maret Awe. There's a significant size advantage for this Dallas Baptist team, and you're seeing it on those set-piece chances. Bob Jones has an opportunity up forward. Will want to make the most of these, but it's snatched off the feet of Abby Herr. Awe to the right and Heller. Heller filters it back to Omar. And back to the goalkeeper, Haley Brown, who once again has not had too much to do. Sent forward. Opportunity on the break. Nearly a chance up front for Dallas Baptist. That was Merrill, who may have had a chance for her second of the game. Merrill charging forward from her midfield spot, actually now located as the central striker as she has swapped places with Casey Parks. Dallas Baptist again pushing forward. The coaching staff has been screaming for Awe to get the ball in midfield with lots of space in front of her. She had it there for a little bit, maintaining possession. Here's Schmidt down the right. Schmidt chips it into the middle. Headed chance, tipped up and grabbed. Wonderful save yet again by Angelina Martin. That headed chance from Abby Olmos. Excellent chipped cross from Delaney Schmidt on the right side. Schmidt already with a goal in this game and a chance for an assist there as well. The header just directly at Martin. Heading the ball is such an underrated, difficult skill in this game, to try and direct a header exactly where you want it. Just to get it on target is an impressive feat. That's what Olmos was able to do. It just went directly at the goalkeeper. You always want to test the goalkeeper. Straight at the goalkeeper is always better than off target, because you force the opponent to do something to keep you out of the net. You never know what can happen. And here's another corner. The corner count rising for Dallas Baptist. Already with 15 shots, and now this will be corner number 7. The first shot of the game fell to the Bruins and Bob Jones, and since then, it's been 15 straight for Dallas Baptist. Booted corner near the far post. There is Martin. She spills it and tapped into the back of the net. Martin had the ball, and it was knocked out of her hands by a teammate and poked into the back of the net for number 3. We believe that Delaney Schmidt grabbed that goal. No assist, of course, since it came out of the hands of the goalkeeper. So number 2 as of now for Delaney Schmidt in this game. And Dallas Baptist with a 3-0 lead. They have had opportunities up and down this first half. Still 20 minutes and change to go. They 3-0 lead. It has not been as prolific as it was yesterday when they scored 9 goals in the first half. But still, a dominating performance from a very, very high-quality team. This is the first time in a while that Dallas Baptist has been here at the NCCAA Championships, but that's because they've been attending the D2 tournament for each of the last 6 years. The NCAA tournament. So for them to be here, thanks to how this season is shaped schedule-wise, clearly always going to be a force. Delaney Schmidt with her 2 goals, one of 5 All-Lone Star Conference selections last season. This team returns a ton of talent, and it's showing. Once again, Dallas Baptist bursting through the middle. Bobbling ball now finds Schmidt on the right. She moves it centrally, shot at Martin by Casey Parks. Parks has moved up into the central striker role yet again, with Merrill dropping back. Those two swap positions often. We mentioned before, versatility a key in the game now. We've seen some versatility from this Bob Jones team as well as they currently hold the ball. Brinkley Adams was a threat yesterday often, and she has moved from her wingback position on the left to more of a striker role. She's swapped with Mia Marks, who boots that down the field. Marks is now in that left wingback position. Head coach Dr. Chris Carmichael swapping players around, trying to figure out what's best. Produced mixed results yesterday. Dallas Baptist again moving forward, almost loses it for a moment, but Heller has the ball now. Heller into the middle, Parks. Parks touches it back for Awe. Awe way forward, excellent pass for Almost. One-on-one chance, well defended. And a foul as Bishop was marshalling. Bishop marshaled that one out for a goal kick. Ref trying to keep a lid on this game. Substitutions readying on the sideline as well. Headed forward, here's Parks. Merrill. Back to Heller. Parks put it out. And there's the substitutions that are readying. Audrey Alderink will come in for Dallas Baptist. And for Bob Jones, Corbin Griffith is first off the bench. We saw Griffith yesterday take a defensive midfield role. Looks like she is in that middle of the field area again as well. Summerlin Heller is the one that makes way for Alderink. Handball called. That will give the ball to Bob Jones. Collected by the Patriots on the deep ball. Almost let it go to Parks, and now here is Awe. Awe chips it. She was looking for Patterson. Instead, it falls to Parks here, and she boots it 8 miles into the air. That shot had a chance of reaching the planes that fly overhead here from Orlando International Airport, just a few miles away. We are right in the path of the takeoff area. See plane go ahead every couple of minutes with the landing gear still down. You're in the shadow of MCO, Orlando International Airport, in Kissimmee, Florida, at the beautiful Austin-Tindall Sports Complex. Jenna Bishop again marshals that out of play. Bishop forced into her defensive duties. She played midfield last year as this Bob Jones team competed hard here in the NCCAA tournament last year. That was the then freshman trio of Kaylee Stevenson, Jenna Bishop, and Hannah Johnston, who played excellently together in the midfield. Now Bishop has been forced back into a defensive role. Here's Parks for Dallas Baptist. Chipped into the middle. Excellent ball by Awe, and a shot into the arms of Martin. Angelina Martin has faced 20 shots so far today. She's made 9 saves on 12 shots on goal. A couple more substitutions for Dallas Baptist. Onto the field is Alondra Olmos. She replaces Casey Parks. Awe with space. That's been a theme here in midfield. She's often been unchallenged there in the middle. Chip to the far post. Chance for Schmidt to grab a hat trick. Unable to put that on frame. Here's a substitution for the Bruins as a frustrated Brinkley Adams comes off. Onto the field, Hannah Garant and Allison Lavolo. Also taking a seat is Caitlin Benson from the far side. Looks like Dallas Baptist were ready. A few more substitutions as well. If the penny numbers also reflect the jersey numbers, then it does look like that Morgan Black and Ella McQuaid will come onto the field in a little bit for the Patriots. Getting instructions from the coaching staff as we speak. As they play, Patriots with the ball on the left side. Patterson delivers a floater into the box. It's headed away. Solid defending by the Bruins from their substitute in Lavolo. It's out for a goal kick. Bob Jones, everything for them in the attacking half has been 1-on-3 or 2-on-3, and that is always a difficult proposition. At least they've pushed the Patriots deep into their own territory. Some heavy pressure here, and that is giving this back line some pause. They're able to finally break through it, though. Now on the break, this is the price to pay for high pressure, is counterattack opportunities for the opponent, but the Bruins smartly get it back. Now have some ground to make up that they lost. Wind is whipping here in Kissimmee, Florida. We expect that to be the case all week. It was like that last year as well. Just a windy area. McQuaid and Black did come onto the field for Dallas Baptist, so they have continued to ring the changes. McQuaid comes in for Gabby Heller. So a number of changes along the back line for Dallas Baptist. 2 of the 3 center backs have been rotated. Blythe Obar still in the game. Black has taken a spot in midfield. Looks like, I believe Melissa Jones was the one to come out. Chance here for Schmidt from a tight angle. She puts it into the middle, and it's in. Tapped in front. I believe Abby Olmos grabbed that goal. "4-0 is the score. It was Abby Olmos who got the goal. That has been marked as official. Delaney Schmidt with the assist. It was her shot initially that started that. Schmidt back on the ball. She has been a force along this right edge. 2 goals and an assist already in this game with 8.5 to go in the first half. Deep and a headed chance. Blocked. Follow up. Top corner. What a strike. Abby Olmos, 2 goals within 2 minutes. The second of which, pick that one out. Can't get more top corner than that. And Abby almost makes it 5-0. My goodness. Take another look here. The headed chance blocked off, and then a laser beam into the top right corner. Dallas Baptist pushing. They are not satisfied with where they are now. 5-0 at the moment. It was 9-0 at halftime of yesterday's game. Bob Jones, a tall task here today. There was no stopping that last shot. That is for sure. Almost has come off with more changes from the Dallas Baptist bench. Delaney Schmidt has been replaced down the right by Ashley Perez. Coaching staff supports the shoot from anywhere mantra. Trying to bring you all the changes that we've seen on the field. There's plenty of them. Margaret Torres is in the game, I think. Nope, that is an 18, so that is still the starter in Ashley Merrill. Chance for Bob Jones here as they push forward into the middle. A ball for Jessica Peterson was a little too deep. Solid defending by Bob Jones to get that out. Just continuing to poke it away, poke it away. Throw-in chance deep by the corner flag. Rifled throw. That came to Alondra Olmos. Deep ball into the box. That's a little too far. Brittany Eccles is into the game. That we can tell you for sure. Three and a half to go. 5-0 the score. Bob Jones a chance up front. Patriots steal it away on the far side. Getting free on the far side, there's Awe. Smothered by Martin, and then the ball is cleared. Excellent goalkeeping. It's not done yet, though. Nope, that'll be a goal kick. Thought that would have been out for a corner. Goal kick here for Martin. Bob Jones can relieve the pressure. Sliced in front of net, cleared away. Back line for Bob Jones doing all it can to smother these chances and boot the ball out of the danger areas. 1.5 to go here in the first half. Dallas Baptist just putting possession to sleep. McQuaid there, forward to Eccles. Eccles smothered by two defenders. The ball pops high in the air. See how this is called. It's a goal kick. Under a minute to go. 5-0 the score. Outerink and Obar passing back and forth. Final 20 seconds of the first half. A prolific first half for Dallas Baptist, who is now leading a combined 20-0 across its first three halves. Just a dominating start to this tournament for the Patriots. There's the buzzer on the first half. 5-0. Quality throughout from Dallas Baptist from the opening whistle to the halftime break. For Bob Jones, they have done all they can to smother this attack, but it is hard work. That for sure throughout the first 45 minutes. So we will give you our halftime information and notes and come back with our halftime stats sponsored by Score International. And then the second 45 minutes, which at this rate would be elementary, but Bob Jones still have a chance to pick up some goal difference points and see if they can move solidly forward towards its final game of the tournament. Halftime here at Field 4, 5-0 Dallas Baptist on top here on the NCCAA network.
One-week mission trip changed my life, and I think it could change yours too. For the past 35 years, Score International has been mobilizing others to go and make disciples of all nations. Score specializes in short-term mission trips that partner with a long-term sustainable ministry. We organize and lead trips that allow you to use your gifts and abilities for kingdom work. Contact us today to impact a life.
The NCCAA mission states, we serve members by setting association standards, developing communications resources, providing regional and national competition, and partnering in outreach to our communities and the world. Bylaws, eligibility, statistics, and championships are all part of being an athletic association. Our services help propel intercollegiate athletics on and off campus. We intentionally place our student athletes and coaches in Christian service projects during championship events to answer the question, what would Christ do in these communities?
Our world's been rocked by fear and economic uncertainty, but Columbia International University is praying for you. We invite you to invest in yourself by enrolling in our #1 rated online programs. We promise you an affordable, high-quality education and a place of peace. Enroll today.
The NCCAA mission states, we are committed to equipping student athletes and coaches to make a positive impact for Christ. Equipping student athletes and coaches involves the creation and distribution of tools and resources needed for a particular purpose. We promote outreach and ministry for the enhancement of athletic competition with a Christian perspective. One tool is Game Plan for Life, a character initiative to promote the biblical characteristics of love, integrity, faith, and excellence. Equipping student athletes with a game plan will remain with them throughout their entire lives.
Campus will help me to get a job, get my master's, to prepare myself for the world.
It offers students a tremendous amount of opportunity to get real-world experience.
We see Christian students, non-Christian students. We see people from every walk of life.
It's such a good place to be.
It kind of reminds me of home. Your teachers actually look out for you here. You feel invited as soon as you walk in.
You're not going to find any better place to help students achieve what they want.
The NCCAA mission states, we are an association of Christ-centered collegiate institutions whose mission is to use athletic competition as an integral component of education, evangelism, and encouragement. The impact of the NCCAA has been felt for 50 years throughout the country and around the world. Encouraging mission trips is at the heart of this impact. We know short-term missions impacts everyone involved and changes the trajectory of lives. Sometimes it can affect the missionary as much or more than those being served. Our Sports Ministry Fund has supported more than 5,000 individuals via domestic and international missions. We exist not only to crown national champions, but to share the love of Christ wherever it is needed.
A one-week mission trip changed my life, and I think it could change yours too. For the past 35 years, SCORE International has been mobilizing others to go and make disciples of all nations. SCORE specializes in short-term mission trips that partner with a long-term sustainable ministry. We organize and lead trips that allow you to use your gifts and abilities for kingdom work. Contact us today to impact a life.
Back for the second half. I want to bring you our halftime stats brought to you by SCORE International. SCORE specializes in short-term mission trips. Pair your passion with the opportunity to share the gospel both internationally and domestically by joining SCORE on a short-term mission trip. Visit scoreintl.org/NCCAA to find out more. Your halftime stats, well, they're about as one-sided as you would think. No surprise at how that first half progressed. The shot count way in favor of Dallas Baptist, 25-1. Bob Jones actually had the first shot of the game just about a minute in on a counterattack, and then it was all Dallas Baptist from there. 7-0 on the corner count, and all 7 were dangerous. 9 saves by Bob Jones' goalkeeper, Angelina Martin, who has done all she can to keep Dallas Baptist out of the back of the net. The foul count even at 4-4. That's your look at the first half. Patriots will look to put this game to bed. Bob Jones hoping to grab something to savor here in this final 45 minutes. The early kick of a 4-game slate here today. Next up, here on this field, we'll have a pair of Division I men's games in the 6-seed Bethesda against the 9-seed Dallas Christian, and then the 4-seed Erskine against the 7-seed Dallas Baptist. Finally, to wrap things up at the 7:30 kick will be the Division II men's games. A pair of those will kick at 7:30. Then on Field 1, the other side of things here today, another Division I women's game at 2:30 after this kick. The 1-seed Grace against the 6-seed Warner. And a Division I men's game, Carolina and Central Christian at 5, and at 7:30, Pensacola Christian and Moody in the Division II. Bob Jones to kick things off. We'll see what halftime adjustments that head coach Dr. Chris Carmichael comes up with for the Bruins to handle this smothering Dallas Baptist side. Right on cue, the Patriots start things off here in the attacking half. Delaney Schmidt has moved to this left side. Back in after her 2-goal, 1-assist first half. Looping, maybe shot, maybe cross is cleared away. It comes back at them, though. Alondra Olmos starting this second half. We also see Ashley Perez in the lineup. Here on the left, Audrey Outerink, part of that 3 at the back line. She came in midway through the second half. Outerink. Morgan Black is still in off the bench, as is Ella McQuaid, who's on the ball now. McQuaid to Eccles. And back to Gabby Heller, who starts back into the lineup after taking a seat in the first half. She replaces Blythe Obar in the middle of that 3 center back system. A bit of a giveaway here at the midfield line. Dallas Baptist will track back in transition. Moving forward is Bob Jones. Wayward pass from Caitlin Benson gives it away. Wind continues to whip here in Kissimmee, Florida. Awkward touch by Gabriela Gonzalez, and it's back to the Patriots. Here's Black. To the right and Olmos. Left-footed cross over the head of the target in the middle in Schmidt. Goes out for a Bob Jones throw. Eckles into the middle. Stepping to the left, now delivering back to Eckles near the penalty spot, dispossessed just before she could get a shot off. A good 1-2 with Perez. Perez back with it at the top of the box, touches to her right, now gets set, shot, tipped over the bar. Good effort by Ashley Perez. Angelina Martin maybe had a chance to control that, but went the safe route and just put it over the top. Ashley Perez, a sophomore from Mansfield, Texas. One of the smaller presences in this Dallas Baptist line at just 5'2". So a very large Dallas Baptist lineup, top to bottom. First corner of the second half for Dallas Baptist, 8th of the game. There's Schmidt, punched away before she could get it. Excellent goalkeeping by Martin because she knows exactly how dangerous Delaney Schmidt is outside of the boot. Effort just goes wide for Morgan Black. Delaney Schmidt rising high to meet that. And see how difficult this is for Bob Jones. 1 blue jersey surrounded by 5 red jerseys on that goal kick deep. Just difficult numbers for any player, not named maybe Lionel Messi. Here's Schmidt. Down goes a Bob Jones player. They continue to play. Schmidt thought about a turn and shoot with the right foot. Instead, there's a shot from distance from Black, and that's collected comfortably by Angelina Martin. Bob Jones with a throw on the far side. Chance to possess the ball here in the attacking half. Throw comes into Kaylee Stevenson, and it's given away. Parks. Parks, long ball for Schmidt. Excellent defending. Still ping-ponging around in there, but the immediate danger was dealt with by Caitlin Benson before it got to Delaney Schmidt. She is on the end of every deep delivery into this box. This one's a right-footed delivery over the head of both Schmidt and Perez. Off the right foot of Ella McQuaid. Gabriela Gonzalez has come off the field for Bob Jones. And a foul here to the Bruins. Up the right side, McQuaid again. Her touch just a little too strong, and Bishop will marshal that out. They're going to call a foul. Push in the back from McQuaid after she was frustrated. Bob Jones throw. 5-0 the score. That's what it was at halftime, and at least for now, Bob Jones has kept it there for the first 8 minutes of the second half. Bruins struggling to get it over the midline. Comes back at him. Deep for Schmidt. This is a problem. Through two defenders. Just a heavy touch off her shin when she tried to control that. And it goes into the waiting arms of Angelina Martin. Deep down the left, marshaled out easily by Bob Jones. That was Braden Adams defending. Johnston spins around a mark. Nice 1-2. Here's Hannah Johnston with some space. That's what Bob Jones needs to get the ball forward. Unfortunately, there was nobody ahead to target. Here, though, they win a throw. Excellent work by Hannah Johnston to relieve the pressure and maintain possession up front. Caitlin Benson with the throw. Benson has a teammate showing there in front. That's Gonzalez, who is back off the bench. Gonzalez up the right for Abby Herr, just a little too long. It does come out off a defender, though, so it stays with the Bruins. Herr trying to get her right foot on that, and it goes out for a goal kick. Well, it didn't come to much for Bob Jones, but that's what they need to relieve pressure, create chances on goal, or moves like that. Ball pops in the air. Gonzalez with the header. That's a tough 50-50 ball. Here's Johnston. Johnston checks back to keep the ball. Bishop. Bishop's switch of play finds Benson. Benson through the legs of a defender. Opportunity now. Herr checks it back for Stevenson. Stevenson to the left. Brinkley Adams. Adams backing down a defender, that's McQuaid. Skips around Parks. Left foot. Through two defenders, no. Blocked off by Parks. The space closed down. Here's Schmidt. Across the midline. Olmos. 2 goals for Abby Olmos in this game. It's stolen off her feet. Benson forward. Nobody there. That was a missed kick by Caitlin Benson. She knew it immediately. .33 minutes to go. Still 5-0. Bob Jones has kept it there since halftime. Parks switches play to the right side. That's Alondra Olmost. Stevenson snatches the ball. Gonzalez can't keep hold. Referee wants to have a chat. Oh, there's an injured player on the far side. Looks like that's Gabby Heller, I believe. We have a stoppage here to get the trainer out. Gabby Heller is in some pain on the far side. Looks like it may be her right leg. Hard to see from here. Change for Bob Jones while this takes place. Caitlin Benson will come off the field, and Allison Lavolo back on off the bench. You'd have to think that Blythe Obar would be one of the first choices back onto the field for Dallas Baptist, or Summerlin Heller, another starter who has come off from her defensive position onto the bench since starting the game. Obviously, the last thing that Dallas Baptist wants in a 5-0 game would be an injury to a key player. Gabby Heller, a junior from Bastrop, Texas. Tall presence along that back line. Looks like it's the left leg for Heller. She needs some help coming off the field. Hopefully she's okay. Looks like she's able to put weight on whichever leg is the troublesome one. The fact that we can't tell which one it is a good sign. Just walking it off. Always tough when you're injured on the far side of the field. Have to make your way across the entire field to get back to the bench. Michelle Lennard is the head coach who's out there to tend to her injured player as well. It will be Marette Awe who will come in for Heller. So we'll see if Awe moves into the back line or if she'll take her midfield role and move somebody else back. Looks like Awe is going to chat with McQuaid and Outerink, so she will probably take a place along that back line. Heller walking it off here on the sideline, so that's a good sign. See if she comes back into the game or if she's done for today. 32 minutes left in the game. Remind you that the NCCAA network, as we get restarted, is powered by SCORE International. SCORE specializes in short-term mission trips. Pair your passion with the opportunity to share the gospel both internationally and domestically by joining SCORE on a short-term mission trip. Visit scoreintl.org/NCCAA to find out more. Brinkley Adams skipping through two defenders. That's high quality from Brinkley Adams. Ball through for a teammate a bit too far. Stevenson was making a run. It was a good run, too, off the shoulder of the defender, but unable to find her. She was right off the back shoulder of Brittany Eckles, tracking back. Down the left, Dallas Baptist. It is out for a corner. Well worked by Abby Olmos. Parks to take. Booted in, right into the danger zone. Martin's able to punch it away. She's done that well on the last few corners. One almost to the other. There's Schmidt waiting, but Martin is able to collect. Under a half hour to go, 29-24 to be exact. McQuaid. Deep ball forward for Abby Olmos. Can't reach its target. Brinkley Adams comes back to snatch the ball away from Schmidt. Brinkley Adams has a motor on her. She is suited for that wingback role in a three at the back system. That will go out for the Bruins. A couple of substitutions here. We'll see how both teams formulate themselves after a pair of players coming in for either side. Jenna Patterson is coming into the game. She'll replace, I believe, Abby Olmo. No, Abby does not come off. She replaces Delaney Schmidt. Patterson, newly into the game. Nice tackle by Gonzalez. It's out for a Dallas Baptist throw. Owie to McQuaid. It does appear that Dallas Baptist has shifted into a more traditional, well, maybe they're still playing that three at the back system. Sometimes it's hard to tell when they're in the attack. Moving forward, Eckles. Eckles down the left. It's out for a goal kick. Looking for Ashley Perez down the line. At the moment, it's Owie and Outerink in that traditional center back role. Perez, stolen away by Johnston. Hannah Johnston has been solid there as a defensive midfielder, blocking off those passes through the middle. Now gets by her. Outerink moving forward from her center back role. Cleared away. Score remains 5-0, 25 minutes to go. Substitution for Bob Jones. Mia Marks comes off. Get you who came onto the field in just a moment. May have been Corbin Griffith, it is. So Griffith is on in a more central midfield role. Dallas Baptist looking to work up the right side. It's Ashley Perez down there, and they win a throw. Central Christian College of the Bible is now offering the Master of Arts in Ministry Leadership at its Missouri and Kentucky campuses. This is a very affordable and distinctive program, combines online, career coaching, and on-campus course to enhance personal leadership skills and lead congregations towards health. Now is the time to advance your ministry. Find out more at cccb.edu. Windy day here in Kissimmee, Florida, as they all are around this time of year. Bodies colliding. Johnston comes away with it for a moment, then Parks snatches it at her feet. Here is Patterson. Patterson with a right foot delivery. Excellent ball into the box and a header. From Jenna Patterson to Ashley Merrill. The second of the game for Merrill. And there's the breakthrough here in the second half. It's 6-0. Wonderful right-footed delivery by Jenna Patterson down the left-hand flank as she checked back onto her right. Perfect pinpoint ball to the head of Ashley Merrill. And we talked about before how difficult a skill heading the ball accurately is. Placed it perfectly in the top right corner. That top right corner has been kind to Dallas Baptist today. Earlier, we saw Abby Olmos pick it out with a beautiful strike. And there Merrill is able to find it with the head and make it 6-0. .22.5 to go. Dallas Baptist continuing to assert its dominance. A couple more substitutions to come on to one newer player and one former starter. Melissa Jones will come back in and retake her starting spot, and it will be Kara Stull, a freshman from Arizona, who will come on as well. There's Merrill, the goal scorer. Brilliant header. That is nearly unstoppable for Angelina Martin. Perfectly placed in the top corner. Black sends it back to the back line. Awe to Outerink. Black. Patriots controlling possession, just calming this game down, picking their spots. Now out to the right for Eckles. Eckles, right-footed delivery, bounces once, and is safety first by Johnston. Martin was covering that far post, but Johnson sent it away. Changes are here for Dallas Baptist that we were mentioning earlier. Stull takes his spot along the back line for now. Right-footed corner, it's a laser beam. That's never going to get there inside the near post. Not the best delivery from Jenna Patterson. Certainly not as good as her assist on the last goal. Headed forward by the substitute, Kara Stull. And now it falls onto the left for Black. Black here to Stull. Stull listed as a midfielder, but playing right now. Yep, she's in there in midfield. Actually, she's along the back line as one of those three. She had just moved forward for a moment. Opportunity, left-footed shot. Sniping the bottom right corner. Alondra Olmos. It's 7. Chalk it off. Not quite sure what happened there. Just trying to sort this all out. So they do count the goal. And then a yellow card for Ashley Merrill for a push after the goal. So make it 7-0. Maybe an elbow in there as well. Game getting a little physical. Referee trying to put a stop to that. Yellow card the other way now to Allison Lavolo. Never want to see that in a 7-0 game. Understandably, it can be a little frustrating for the team that is down, but certainly want to keep a lid on things. So good on the referee to put a stop to that. Dallas Baptist, a smothering performance. Still 18 minutes to go, leading 7-0. It was 5-0 at halftime, and for much of the third quarter of this game, but now a pair of goals back-to-back have pushed the lead further up to 7. Almost an entire lineup of substitutes now for Dallas Baptist in the game, trying to get some minutes for some replacement players off the bench. That could prove useful later on today and in the future, or later on, I should say, in this tournament and in the future. Patterson, another left-footed delivery into the middle, tipped back out. Chance goes begging for Black. McQuaid. There was Jones filtering it around to the left and now tapped back out. Owie. Owie kicks it forward. There's Black. It's constant possession as the Bruins are packed in. Stoll. Nothing there through the middle. Black sends it back out to the right, and McQuaid. McQuaid thinking about a deep delivery. She does. Into the box. Right-footed shot. Curls back into the arms of the Bob Jones goalkeeper in Angelina Martin. Good shot there by Patterson. Got a right foot to that ball, but it started out towards the far post, ended up curling back into the goalkeeper's arms. Bob Jones comes out of its shell for a bit here to try and grab some possession, but instead Dallas Baptist comes right back at him. Patterson around Braden Adams. There's Bishop to help as well. Left-footed delivery into the box. Chance for Perez. She can't get the shot off, and the Bruins have possession for the moment. Now up the right. Garant. Garant trying to find Jessica Peterson. Stolen away. Merrill. Ashley Merrill with a pair of goals. That charge forward blocked away. Bruins can't reach it before it goes over touch. One important note here, with 14 minutes to go, does look like Gabby Heller is back along the sideline in her penny with some teammates, so that's a good sign to see after she went off injured earlier. Wind continues to whip here in Kissimmee, Florida. Substitution coming on for Bob Jones. Looks like Gabriela Gonzalez is limping heavily, so she will come off. On in her place, a player for her first minutes of this tournament, Lexi Camfield. Blythe Obar is back into the game as a defender, replacing Maret Awe. A lot of joy down the left here for Dallas Baptist in this second half. Under 13 minutes ago, Patterson with a lot of space, around 6 defenders. Looks for the right-footed shot a bit late. And nothing there. Eventually the space closes down. There's number 8. Right-footed effort from a tight angle. Alondra Olmos with her second goal. Number 7 and number 8 both go to Alondra Olmos. She becomes the 3rd player with a brace in this game. Actually, the 4th player with a brace. So all 8 goals to 4 players as Olmos picked up the ball at the top of the box and then rifled in a tight-angled shot that was perfectly placed to the far post. Another substitute for the Bruins as things begin to get out of hand. Esther Young comes in for her first appearance. A freshman replaces Courtney Erickson. Deep shot over the bar. Goal kick. Under 12 minutes to go. Reminder, we'll have our score of the game after this. 8 goals to choose from. Stay tuned after the game goes final to find out what is our score of the game. We've had a couple of good goals here. Braces for each of Delaney Schmidt, Abby Olmos, Ashley Merrill, and Alondra Olmos. Here's the recent sub with the throw, and Young, Esther Young, headed back out. She'll get another shot. Tell you what, obviously Dallas Baptist has looked great in possession. They've held the ball well, and they've picked out 8 goals in this game. With 10 minutes to go, maybe the best skill set of this Patriots team, the very impressive deliveries from wide areas. The crosses have all been extremely on point, whether they're set pieces from corners and free kicks or they've been in open play. The crosses have been excellent. There's Patterson skipping through 2 defenders. Patterson down the right, just past a blue shirt. Right-footed cross in front of the open net. Almost was looking for a hat trick. Angelina Martin had gone down to try and stop that cross. Almost just could not get the ball on net. May have been deflected away by a defender as well. Stull sends it left for Patterson. Patterson right-footed along the ground. 1-2 with Merrill. Patterson sends it in. That's too close to the goalkeeper. Stull sends it back to Obar. Up the right. McQuaid. Right foot of Perez into the box. Merrill touches it back. There's Jones. Jones loses out. Solid work by Bob Jones and Hannah Garant to snatch that ball away. slim pickings up front. Jessica Peterson is up there as the striker right now, and she just has nothing to feast on. .120 to go. Dominated from start to finish by Dallas Baptist. 8-0 is the score as we tick down towards 1 minute remaining. The Bruins have worked hard to defend in this game, but over 90 minutes just overwhelmed. Sorry. Not under a minute to go. There's still under 7 minutes left. Very difficult to see the scoreboard here in the sun. That's on the far corner of the field. It is a 6 in the minute window. Looked like a 0. Good delivery by Patterson. Eckles to Patterson down the left. Patterson has had a lot of work to do here for Dallas Baptist down this left flank. That has been the attack du jour here in the second half. Into the middle, Jones. This is a passing clinic by the Patriots. McQuaid up the line. Alondra Olmos, just a little too far for her. Good job by Martin to come and collect that. She knows how to command that penalty area. Five and a half to go. Through the middle. There goes Brittany Eckles down the left. Patterson, she has a choice to either shoot tight angle. What a goal! Jenna Patterson. My goodness. I thought she'd choose to put that into the mixer from a very, very tight angle. She was almost on the end line. Somehow found the window to make it 9-0. Jenna Patterson, take another look. She has already 2 assists in this game. Thought she might try to make it a hat trick of assists with the left foot. Instead, she goes for the far post and finds the side netting on the inside. Brilliant goal by Jenna Patterson down the left. Abby Herr is coming back into the game, replacing Hannah Garant. Bob Jones just trying to play dump and chase here to get something on the board. Use a little hockey terminology for you there. Unfortunately for Bob Jones, unlike in hockey where there's a forecheck and you can just dump the puck down into the other end of the ice and use the boards to try and chase it, here in soccer, a dump and chase is a lot more difficult since you're chasing on a much larger scale. Kara Stull had charged forward for Dallas Baptist. Bob Jones trying to chase this. Caitlin Benson had filtered it out to the right. Benson trying to get attacks going here near the midline for Bob Jones, just have not been able to find teammates. Not a lot of numbers forward since they are compacted in. Wayward pass comes to Alondra Olmos. She's going to shoot it down the right side. There is Abby Olmos. Goes out for a throw. 3 minutes to go. Cross sent in. Alondra Olmos. Shot with the right foot just off target. That was Morgan Black. Black, a freshman, would have been a moment for her. This is Dallas Baptist's first games of the year. Things were pushed to the spring, so that would have been her first goal of her career. Under 2 minutes to go. Here's Black along the right. Right-footed delivery over the top, just over the head of Patterson at the far post. She was placed perfectly to receive that. Just a little too much mustard on the cross from Morgan Black. Cross into the box, headed away. For a moment, there's Alondra Olmos. Back of the net, 10-0. Under a minute to go, a hat trick. Alondra Olmos, the first hat trick of the season for Dallas Baptist, puts it in double figures. 10-0. Top of the box, the clearance went right at her feet. And Alondra Olmos, a senior, puts it in the back of the net with her right foot. No chance for Angelina Martin. 25 goals in 2 games for Dallas Baptist. Stunning figure, no matter the competition. $15 seconds to go. That'll do it. 10-0, the final score. Dallas Baptist runs riot for the second straight game over Bob Jones. The Bruins put up a fight, but 5 goals in each half. A quality performance from Dallas Baptist. Give you our score of the game. And no surprise, it was the best goal of the competition. Abby Olmos with the 5th goal of the game, the final one in the first half. Bring you that here momentarily. 10 goals, also notable Alondra Olmos. 3 of them on the day, so she picks up the hat trick Nobody had a hat trick, surprisingly, in the first game where they topped Carolina University. But a hat trick for Alondra Olmos, and her sister Abby picks up the score of the game, presented by SCORE International, who specializes in short-term mission trips. Pair your passion with the opportunity to share the gospel both internationally and domestically by joining SCORE on a short-term mission trip. Visit scoreintl.org/NCCAA to find out more. 10-0, the final score. Dallas Baptist, its second win of the tournament, and setting up what we think would be a de facto semifinal. Let's take a quick look here before we confirm that for sure. A 2-1 final score on the other field gives Campbellsville the win. So that does mean a semifinal in Pool B will come your way Thursday. The 2 seed and the 3 seed playing for a spot in the finals. That's a noon game on Thursday. We'll bring you that right here as we did this 10-0 final on the NCCAA network.